welcome to Victor Videos. I'm Dave Dobbins.
And I'm Lavila Kraft.
And we're coming to you commemorating Tall Stacks 1992 on the Ohio River. And behind us you see the boat races. They're heading
I hope Queen City wins.
I do too. They're heading upstream. Well, welcome to Victor Videos. We're glad that you decided to be with us today on our second program on Tall Stacks.
Yeah, this has been a really interesting adventure down here. We have all kinds of eras.
Yes.
Right? We have different boats. These paddle boats and steamboats have been around for years and years, huh?
Since the early 1800s, Lavila. And a lot of people, hundreds of thousands of people have gathered here on the banks of northern Kentucky and southern Ohio.
Yes, from all over the world.
That's right. Met some people already today from Pennsylvania and really just all over the place. But what we're going to do is kind of bring some of the parts of Tall Stacks to you today, along with some great videos.
Yeah, you know who we're going to hear from today?
Who's that today?
Eric Champion,
okay.
Petra, Sheila Walsh, and a special profile on Al Green.
Brother
Boy, he's
Al
a
Green.
real likable guy,
That's right.
isn't he?
From Tennessee. Well, let's get started. First off, as we start off with, this is a great video. They're playing it on the radio right now. It's really hot from Carmen. This is called 1955.
And it's
followed
by Bruce Carroll with Ricky Skaggs, If We Only Had the Heart. You know, that 1955 video is really cool. And it's kind of nice to throw it in this show because of the essence here of looking back in the past. And we're looking back in the past with these steamboats and everything.
I love it.
It's cool. You'll like it.
Let's do it on Victory Videos.
I'm supposed to meet a Reverend Stubblefield here. Anybody know where he is? All right.
Hello! Welcome, welcome.
Pastor Stubblefield, it's good to meet you.
See that you made it.
It's good to be here. Hey, how's everything coming together?
Well, it's hard to believe. I got an ensemble that's Nazarene and musicians are Pentecostal and
all right.
Baptist quartet.
Whoa, all right.
There's one thing that's really kind of got me bothered.
What's that?
There's a choir coming from the Church of God in Christ.
You're kidding.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either.
I don't even know how they got wind of the meeting.
Well, I invited them.
Why, I ought. I don't think you know how things are down here. Let me tell you, just getting a group of churches to work together on something like this is hard enough. The Pentecostals have got their drums on the platform, right behind the pulpit. And the guy from the Nazarene Church is bringing an electric guitar, and he's wanting to plug it in. Now, when the town people hear the coloreds are coming, I don't think anybody's going to show up.
Pastor, do you know what this is?
What?
This is Acts chapter 2 all over again.
Really?
When devout men from all nations came together in one accord, what happened?
That's when the Holy Spirit fell.
And that's the Bible.
But this is Leadville.
That's why I'm here.
That's why I'm worried.
Say I want to give honor unto God, bishops, pastors, elders, praise God, I'm in my right mind too. I'm determined to go 100% with Jesus, because 99.5 just won't do. I ask the saints, please pray I'll be the one that's calling for in these last and evil days. He's been better to me than I've been to myself, and I give God all the praise. Once all this is ended, up to the microphone. Step except the man of God himself, strong, alone, and prone, with a furnace in his eyes, and no time left to play. This human locomotive right there began to say, I believe in a God that sets the captive free. I believe in the blood that flows from Calvary. Does anyone love Jesus? Does anyone hate sin? Does anyone believe that Christ is coming back again? But what God wants me to ask you, what he needs to know most, are you saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost? Oh yeah, let me hear that choir say. I'm so glad that the Lord saved me. Oh, that's right. I'm so glad that the Lord saved me. You heard it here. All Roberts, William Branham, Jack Cole, and Billy Graham, heal body, soul, and spirit as they thunder across the land. While Howard Dooley held the nation captive on TV, the power of God was on these men to set those captives free. But nothing could compare, none to be quite as high as being at the tent and hearing people testify. And they'd say, I want to give honor unto God, mothers, missionaries, saints, and all my friends. I've been saved all day, living free and separated from sin. I got life, health, strength, wouldn't take nothing from my journey. Pray the Lord keep me strong. Woke up with my mind stayed on Jesus, and I've been praising him all day long. Once all this had ended, up to the microphone stepped the man of God himself, strong, alone, and prone, with a furnace in his eyes, no time left to play. This human locomotive right there began to say, well, I believe in a God that sets the captive free. I believe in the blood that flows from Calvary. Does anyone love Jesus? Does anyone hate sin? Does anyone believe that Christ is coming back again? What God wants me to ask you, what he needs to know most, are you saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost? Let me hear a little guitar picking now. Oh yeah, come on, choir. I'm so glad that the Lord saved me. I'm so glad that the Lord saved me. If it had not been for Jesus, where would I be? I'm so glad that the Lord saved me. Come on, get your hands together now. I'm so glad that the Lord saved me. I'm so glad that the Lord
church in the dark. It makes no difference why they turned out that way. 'Cause as they're dying, it's God's heart that breaks. And if we only had the heart, we could reach out to them now. Lord, show us how to meet them right where they are, with a love unafraid to touch their scars. We could show them where the love of Jesus starts, if we only had the No, there ain't much difference between them and you and me. There ain't no difference that God's heart can see. And if we only had the heart, we could reach out to them now. Lord, show us how to meet them right where they are, with a love unafraid to touch their scars. We can show them where the love of Jesus starts, if we only had the heart. If we only had the heart. If we only had the heart.
Excuse me. Do you wear your safety belt?
Why, no. I don't wear my safety belt.
Thank you.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Well, I started on pot about a year ago. But crack really messed me up bad, and I started on that like a month ago. And I just wanted to see what it would, be like. I said, nah, never to me, I can handle it. We tried some, and like a month later, I couldn't live without it. I mean, I didn't think one time was gonna hurt me. I'm sorry what I put my family through. I never thought this could happen.
And welcome back to Victor Videos. We're still at Tall Stacks here in Cincinnati. And to my right and your left, I have Scarlett O'Hara. I mean, that's really you, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
Tell us your real name.
My name is Donisha Jean Paulette Mowbray.
Oh, come on. What do they really call you?
That again.
Scarlett. Donna.
Donna. Well, welcome to Victor Videos. And who do we have over here?
I'm Cynthia Gelhaus.
And over
and who
here?
do we have here?
Rebecca Jones.
Very shy.
And Sandy Reed.
Thank you, ladies, for being with us.
Welcome to the show.
Really. So we're going a little bit back in time in the history of Tall Stacks. And tell us how we came to have Scarlett O'Hara here. We saw you in the newspaper this week. How did we get Scarlett here? Whose idea was this?
I think it started out, it was Rebecca's, because she's the one who started reading the books. Then after that, then the captain of the Delta Queen had made the remark that this would be something that even Scarlett would be proud of. So I've dressed up to find out if she really was, and she is. She's quite pleased.
You look beautiful. Now maybe you can ask her some questions about fabric or something here.
I've heard that this is the actual fabric that they used in the movie. Is it? That is beautiful. And she has a chicken foot on her hat.
I have two.
Oh, one in front and in the back. Oh, this is beautiful. Are those rooster feathers?
Yes, they are.
Golly.
Ain't that something, folks?
It's
you can't wear something
beautiful.
like that at home. Yeah.
Now, in the movie, Scarlett used drapes.
That's right. Well, you look beautiful.
You didn't use drapes.
Well, it's time for us to go to a video, and that's what we do best on here. Coming up next is a group called Petra, and these are the guys that really sing good, strong, and hard. Seen and Not Heard, followed by Sheila Walsh and Christian. 2 in a row on Victory Videos. Let's say goodbye to the Southern Bells. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Too many stole from a house of clay.
Well, welcome back to Victory Videos. We really went back in time this time, didn't we, Lavila?
Time zone here.
Let's introduce our guest. To your left is
David.
And in the middle we have
John Cooper.
And Susan Noshing.
Okay.
It's nice to have you with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
And thank you for the costumes.
Yeah, we feel great. We feel like we really went back in time. Now this, before you in the middle, is the guy, John, actually built this fabulous boat back here that floats on the water.
Yes, sir.
And Susan and Dave are living proof that it does float because they rode on it for 3 days. No TV, no VCR. How'd you do it and why?
Well, a few years ago I built one and brought it up to Tall Stacks in '88, and everyone liked it so much they asked us to come back, so we built another boat to bring back up here for Tall Stacks, and then we're going to New Orleans on it.
Can you tell us a little bit about the history? I talked to you before we came on camera, and you were telling us that these were originally, the purpose was to get downriver.
Right, they're a downriver boat. They were the basic type of transportation, and like a barge back in the turn of the century, 1750 to the Civil War, actually. And this is 1788 is about the date we built this boat for. Here in Cincinnati, of course, they raise hogs years after that and use these boats to go to New Orleans and bring salt down from Malden. But pioneers took this type of boat, went downriver, found a new settlement. When they got there, they would, of course, unload the boat, and then they would tear the boat apart and use that lumber to build their cabins.
Isn't that wonderful?
Using every bit.
Natchez and New Orleans, Memphis, Tennessee was basically started and built from flatboat lumber. And so it's really a floating pile of lumber in a sense.
Isn't that great?
And they didn't waste anything. Even the nails this blacksmith is making back here, if they didn't want to use the lumber, they would burn the boat and scrape up the nails. They were so valuable. So they did not waste anything, hardly.
Not like these days.
That's correct.
Well, this was kind of the precursor to the big paddle boats that we're looking at today. Before we go, we want to ask Dave and Susan, what was it like being on that river?
That was wonderful, actually. If you've ever read books and know what it was like to be back in historical times, this is truly living that situation.
All right, any final words there, Susan, before we go?
I loved it. It was an experience of a lifetime. It was living history.
That's great. Well,
we love looking back, don't we, Dave?
I love it. I love it. Well, we're going to move ahead to the future now to a guy who used to be in secular music and made his way in life to now be a preacher, actually, in Memphis, Tennessee. His name is Al Green. We're going to talk to Al Green and see what's happening on in his life, followed by a video from Al Green, and it's called Everything's Gonna Be All Right.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for being with us.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You can keep the hat.
Creation. The creation. I like the creation part.
I can feel it from the sole of my feet to the crown of my head.
Come on. You start with something and you're like in the middle of the creation of it, and you don't know if it's good. The sculpture is going to be this way or that way. And how it comes out in the end, and it's created, and that's it, and you look at it and you say, wow, that's good. I love that.
I was just a little boy
mother said to me, son, you wanna grow up strong, you gotta know what you believe. You're gonna find out one day there's only two ways you can go. And when you get way down to the end of the line, somebody you need to know. Telling me all of my deeds, how my daddy said I've been free. Rose from the dead, for Memphis boy like me. I can feel it from the sole of my feet to the crown of my head. I can feel it from the day I was born. I know my God ain't dead. He wakes me up early in the morning, keeps me late at night. Just run away from the darkness, started walking the light. Well, first of all, I was looking for a relationship with the new and the now, and I found that in the new producer that we have now, Tim Miner, out of Dallas, Texas. And we first met, it went click, and it spun off from there, so we could share, you know, really lay out each other's hand on the table and share in the music. And that's what makes the album, I think, one of my best albums in the last 10 years. You don't know me, don't understand. You don't know me, just what kind of man. If you love me, come take my hand. I will help you to understand. You've got to have the new equipment. You can't do anything with the old equipment and the stuff for yesterday. It's great and it sounded good for then, but now we're into digital equipment. We're into the computer and the computer disc and putting the songs on there, and when you come back tomorrow, there the song is. You punch it up, there's no buttons, there it is. It's on the system. You can do the drums, you can do the bass, it can do everything right there, and then just let Al sing it. And this was great. If you love me, just take my hand. I will help you to understand.
It makes life safer to have rules.
Yeah, if you didn't have rules, someone would get hurt. You shouldn't make noise on the bus because sometimes the bus driver, he needs his ears to hear everything. Like when you have to stop by the train tracks. Yeah.
You shouldn't stay too close to the curb, otherwise you could get flattened or something.
You should walk at least 10 feet away from the bus so you can see the driver and the driver can see you.
It's very cool to follow the rules.
Spend a month abroad this summer with Sport for Understanding International Exchange and learn the international language of sports.
Habla usted field hockey? Reference basketball?
Voleibol golf?
Do you speak sport? Do you speak sport?
Join a high school Sport for Understanding team. Call 1-800-424-3691.
Vince, that new dummy cam is great.
Yeah, it'll sure give people a whole new outlook on what it's like when you don't wear a safety belt.
I think they'll get the picture.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Well, welcome back. We're on the homemade boat, right?
Living Water.
Living Water
Mhm.
from Big Bone, Kentucky. And Brother Dave has been on this boat for over a week. He's He's got his sea legs. Dave, why don't you come on over here and talk
Even when he's on the ground.
When he's on the ground, he's still moving very slowly. Sit down. He's got his hatchet. There you go.
Do you have that with you for the pig that's behind?
Well, no, the pig has become too much of a friend. She will not end up on the table, I guarantee you. Spoiled rotten, as a matter of fact. So.
We're Tall Stacks, if you just join us on Victory Videos. And we're just having a lot of fun. Tell us a little bit about your week that you've had on the boat. You've had a lot of people come through and talk to you. And what's this like?
We've had approximately 20 people, 4 chickens and a pig, and we made the trip. It was 50 miles upriver, and we made approximately 1 mile an hour, which is about all you can do with a boat like this. And basically, it's been a pretty good group. Everybody's gotten along fine. We all do our chores and do our cleaning and cooking and whatever. So it's been a good trip.
This is how people used to live, La Vila.
I know.
Before we had TV.
Before everything was so chaotic.
The easy life.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's what we're celebrating today?
I think so. More of a heritage type thing. Here in Cincinnati, we're very lucky because our city does have a river heritage. Our riverfront that we have here, our public landing, was laid from cut stone that was brought over 100 and some years ago. And there's very few cities that have this type of heritage, that we can have this type of celebration.
That's great. La Vila?
Well, we're going
to cooking, babe.
Take a look at another video. We're going to see Fishbone with Everyday Sunshine, so hang around.
All right, we're going to enjoy the sunshine as we look up and see people all over the place. In the sky, on the river, and on your TV screen. Enjoy on Victory Videos. And welcome back to Victory Videos.
We're really up high.
We're up high, aren't we?
On the top of, what is the name of this boat?
This is the Island Queen, La Vila.
The Island Queen. My mother used to party on this thing.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
The Island Queen is from Memphis, Tennessee, and Captains Dale Lozer and Jack Meanley.
Jack Meanley?
Jack Meanley. Capacity holds 400 happy people.
Didn't they used to have dances on this?
They probably did.
I think they did.
This is 85 feet long, too.
Mm-hmm.
And they are 863 river miles from their home.
Wow. Wow. Yes,
But we're
it
at
is.
Tall Stacks if you just join us, if you can't guess by all these boats all over the place. And it was a great event. I hope you had a chance to enjoy it. So we're going to go on to some more music.
Mm-hmm. We're going to see the second part of interview with Al Green.
Brother Al.
Isn't he a nice guy?
He's a nice dude, I'm
really
telling
is, and I like the music, too.
you. All right, enjoy on Victory Videos.
I like to make good music, and I like for the music to reach everyone that have ears to hear. And I like to make the music about reality and truth. And sometimes we may not always want to hear or accept the truth, but still it must be told.
There's peace and deliverance. If you call on Jesus, this is something that I should know. I've been down there before. You can try another way, but just stand right there at the door. I know that your love is real. I can feel the light shining bright.
It's the energy of the music. It's the flow of the music. It's that energio that turns you on when you first hit that stage, when not the light so much that excites me, but it's what I can do or say in that light to cast light upon thousands. Oh man, this is magnificent. None of us are perfect. And I love the mistakes where Al hits the note and it falls off and it's not quite, and then he comes back and do it better than it should be done. I think I love that. That just trips me off. I think it's going to be a wonderful tour. We plan a tour this year after the album is out. I think the aura is excitement, and it's new. You haven't, had music out in a couple of years or 3. And it's new, it's fresh, and I like it because it's Al. And then, when you go see Al, it doesn't make any difference if you have something new or if he just put it out, he's going to be kicking it.
Hope alone can't save our seas, save our soil, or save our skies. Act now. The world can't wait. You are the hope for the future.
You've got to be taught to hate and fear. It's got to be drowned in your dear little ear. You've got to be taught to be afraid of people whose skin is a different shade. You've got to be carefully taught.
If we don't teach our children hatred and prejudice, they just might not learn them at all.
You've got to be carefully taught.
Hi, I'm Scott. I'm Mike. And we're with Halo. You're watching Victory Videos.
And welcome back to Victory Videos. You're looking at the award-winning Becky Thatcher.
Yeah, they had boat races today, and the Becky Thatcher from our very own Cincinnati area.
That's
We've
all right.
got boats from all over the place that was in that competition, and we took it.
We took it. Now, Becky Thatcher is ported here in Cincinnati. Captain Ellen Bernstein, capacity 389 people, and the length is 129 feet. And they stomped everybody else's butt today,
That's
didn't
right.
they?
It was a close race, but we took it.
Can we say that on TV? We've got boats here at Tall Stacks from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
From St. Louis, Missouri.
In Louisville, Kentucky. Madison, Indiana.
And from Memphis, Tennessee.
And there's all in all 17 boats. Let's see, we also Dubuque, Iowa. Moline, Illinois.
St. Paul, Minnesota. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Chattanooga, Tennessee.
All over the world.
Everywhere.
Yeah, this is really exciting. And this is named one of the top 10 events of the world when debuted in 1988. So we've talked enough about the river today. We just want to let you know, if you just tune into Victor Videos, maybe this is your first time watching our program, we like to go out and do programs just really all over the place, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We like to get out there and show you what's around in the area.
And just to remind you that the love of God is everywhere, even on the river.
Yeah, even on the river.
I really do believe that a lot of evangelists came up the river.
Yeah, you're right. They probably did. I mean, it would take an awful long time for them to walk.
That's right. Well, what we got coming up next, Lavila?
We're going to take a look at Eric Champion, Generation of Right. This is a young man who's out there fighting for the cause for youth in America.
That's right, Eric Champion. So enjoy him. Great guy, and we're going to enjoy more of Tall Sacks.
We're sick and tired of your hype. We're rising up against the tide. Our generation is the fighting for. We are the chosen generation. God from darkness into marvelous light. So let's heed the command. Come on and let's take a stand and tell the world we're not gonna take it anymore. The new command all across the land. We're gonna take a stand for this generation. Turning what should be into reality. That's how it's gonna be with this generation. From the new command all across the land. We're gonna take a stand for this generation. Turning what should be into reality. That's how it's gonna be with this generation. A million people dying, a generation crying, 'cause they believe the lie and the wrong. I said they were promised heaven, but they wound up in hell. And there's no one they think they can count on. Let's stop picking up the pieces, 'cause the generation needs us. They know there's nothing left to build. So let the skeptics be suspecting and the doubters be objecting. Nothing can keep us from making our way into the top. The new command all across the land. We're gonna take a stand for this generation. Turning what should be into reality. That's how it's gonna be with this generation. The new command all across the land. We're gonna take a stand for this generation. Turning what should be into reality. That's how it's gonna be with this generation. Generation of light.
This is a generation of righteousness.
Generation of light. Generation of light.
This is a generation of righteousness.
And we know we are right. Generation of right.
You're looking at the Quad City Queen, whose port is in
Dubuque, Iowa.
That's not easy to say.
Long way from home.
It's a long way from home. Well, they're 1,091 river miles from home. This boat holds a capacity of
799 passengers.
That's right, and it goes 196 feet long, La Villa,
Wow, that's a lot of space.
How many decks do we have here? 1, 2.
Looks like
There's
3.
a total of 3 decks on this boat. It's a fabulous looking boat.
Isn't it beautiful?
And you know, my grandfather had a boat, and my father grew up on the river, and so did Grandpa. So this has always held a special place in my heart. To go back, kind of our roots
Yes,
in our family.
Is. Yeah, it is. My stepfather just sold his boat. It was a money pit. Well, one of those things that you're always throwing money into.
That's right. Hey, listen, thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed our Tall Smacks #2 special, I should say, here on Victory Videos. And I really enjoyed seeing Al Green.
Yeah, I really like that guy.
He's really
He's
got a heart for
motivated,
God, isn't he?
Yeah.
And a preacher now, so keep watching his videos. So listen, thanks for watching Victory Videos. We hope you enjoyed our program. We've got more great shows coming this year, so keep it right here. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Write to, we love to hear you, write to La Villa. It's Victory Videos, 6800 Hazel Court, Florence, Kentucky, 41042.
Yeah.
Any final words?
Just go out and have a great afternoon, evening.
Wherever you are and whenever you are.
Yes.
This is Dave Dobbins.
And La Villa Craft.
Saying remember to love somebody today with the love of Jesus. Bye-bye.
Bye.